Now that you've seen a clear demonstration of how to use climate control in different weather conditions, winter, summer, rain, and while stuck in traffic, let's break down why these specific settings matter. At first glance, it might seem simple. Press a button and go. But in reality, each mode has its own purpose, and using it incorrectly can not only reduce comfort inside the cabin, but also harm the ventilation system or even affect your health. So let's go over it step by step. Which functions to use in cold weather, which ones work best in the heat, when to activate recirculation during rain, and why it's a bad idea to use it in traffic. All explained clearly and to the point. How to use climate control in summer. Set a comfortable temperature between 71 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid setting it too low, like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. This can lead to colds and increased fuel consumption. Use the recirculation mode on hot days to cool down the cabin faster. Open up the windows for a minute right after you move to let the trapped hot air escape. Make sure the airflow isn't blowing directly at your face, especially in extreme heat. In heavy traffic, the cabin can heat up quickly. Turning on recirculation helps cool the air more efficiently. How to use climate control in winter. Set the temperature to 71 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Allow the system to warm up the cabin gradually. Avoid using maximum fan speed with cold air right after starting. This can stress the engine and fog up the windows. Use the defrost mode, windshield airflow, to remove condensation. Turn on heated seats and mirrors, if available. This increases comfort and reduces the load on the climate system. Using recirculation in winter often causes the windows to fog up. Simply turning it off allows fresh air to circulate, and the climate system will handle the ventilation more effectively. How to use climate control when your windows fog up. When windows begin to fog, it's important to change the airflow direction. Switch from footwell heating to windshield and side window defrosting, especially where the side mirrors are located. Blowing warm air at your feet causes moisture from the floor mats to evaporate, which increases humidity and leads to more fogging. Do not use the recirculation mode. While it blocks outside air, in rainy or humid weather, this can make things worse. Recirculating the same moist air causes windows to fog up rapidly, reducing visibility, and, in some cases, dangerously so. Not everyone keeps a cloth handy to wipe the windows in an emergency. What is climate control, and how does it work? Modern vehicles are equipped with a range of intelligent systems designed to ensure maximum comfort for passengers. And one of the most essential among them is climate control. Definition and purpose of climate control. Climate control is an advanced system that combines several components: an air conditioner, temperature and humidity sensors, a heater, an electronic control unit, and a filtration system. Its main function is to create and maintain a comfortable microclimate inside the cabin, automatically and without constant driver input. Studies have shown that the most comfortable cabin conditions for humans are temperature between 71 and 77 degrees Fahrenheit, humidity between 65% and 80%. The system constantly monitors these values and adjusts accordingly, either warming the air using the heater or cooling it via the aircon, to keep the interior environment pleasant and stable for both driver and passengers. Difference between climate control and air conditioning. While both systems aim to regulate cabin temperature, climate control and a standard air conditioner differ significantly in functionality, design, and convenience. First, functionality. Climate control maintains a set cabin temperature automatically. Once you choose your preferred temperature, the system heats or cools the air as needed, without manual adjustments. A basic air conditioner, on the other hand, is designed only to cool the air. If you want warmth, you'll need to activate the heater separately. Air conditioners operate by drawing in air, drying it, and then cooling or heating it, but without the automatic balancing that climate control provides. Modern climate control systems often allow you to adjust airflow intensity and direction more precisely, preventing cold drafts. That's especially important for families with young children. Second, design and technology. Climate control is a more complex and intelligent system. It includes sensors that monitor cabin temperature, humidity, and, in advanced versions, even outside temperature and sun intensity. A standard air conditioning system lacks this level of analysis and automation. 3. Ease of use. Climate control systems come with an electronic control unit. You set the desired temperature once, and the system maintains it automatically. In cars without climate control, the driver has to manually adjust both the heater and air conditioner, often needing frequent changes while driving. Climate control is smarter, more convenient, and better at maintaining comfort, especially in changing weather. A regular air conditioner is simpler and requires more hands-on adjustment from the driver. How does a climate control system work? Despite its technical complexity, the basic principle behind climate control is fairly straightforward: temperature monitoring. Sensors constantly measure the outside air temperature and the temperature inside the cabin. Air intake and flow. A fan draws fresh air from outside and directs it into the vehicle's ventilation system. This incoming air stream is then split into two parts. One part goes through the heater core to warm it up. The other goes through the air conditioning evaporator to cool it down. Mixing and distribution. After passing through the respective heat exchangers, the warm and cool air streams are mixed in varying proportions. The mixed air is then distributed into the cabin via a system of air ducts and deflectors. Temperature control. The system adjusts airflow and temperature by moving air vents, which can be controlled either automatically in climate control systems or manually in simpler HVAC setups. This constant balancing ensures a stable and comfortable interior environment with minimal driver intervention. Climate control operation in cold weather. In winter, the climate control system is primarily used to heat the incoming outside air. In most cases, the regular heater will be sufficient. However, when freezing temperatures are combined with high humidity, snow, or rain, you'll need the full capabilities of the system. In such conditions, it's best to switch to automatic mode. The air conditioner will help remove excess moisture from the cabin. Types of climate control systems. The most basic type is the single-zone climate control system. As the name suggests, it maintains a consistent climate in one zone, typically shared by the driver and front passenger. A more advanced version is the dual-zone climate control, which independently regulates temperature settings for the driver and the front passenger. This is convenient, as everyone has their own preference for comfort. Even more sophisticated are 3- and 4-zone climate control systems, which allow rear passengers to customize their temperature settings as well. The 2-, 3-, and 4-zone setups are collectively referred to as multi-zone climate control systems. Pros and cons of a climate control system. Let's start with the advantages of climate control. It creates a comfortable environment for everyone inside the vehicle. Whether it's a quick drive to the store or a long road trip across the country, the system ensures a pleasant experience. The system can automatically maintain the desired temperature settings without requiring constant driver input. It offers a wide range of adjustments to fine-tune airflow and temperature to personal preferences. The interface is user-friendly, with intuitive controls that are easy to operate. Perhaps most importantly, a comfortable driver is a focused driver. When the cabin isn't too hot or too cold, the driver can better concentrate on the road, which improves overall safety. However, there are also a few disadvantages noted by car owners. Vehicles equipped with climate control tend to have a higher purchase price. Maintenance and repair of the system can be expensive. Fuel consumption may increase when the system is used at full capacity. If the system fails, DIY repairs are nearly impossible. Professional service is required. Now that you understand the difference between a traditional air conditioner and a modern climate control system, along with its pros and cons, keep in mind that regular maintenance is essential. Cleaning and servicing the system routinely will help ensure long-lasting, trouble-free performance, so you can continue enjoying the comfort it provides. Additional tips for using climate control. Replace the cabin air filter regularly, at least every 10,000 to 15,000 kilometers. Don't turn the system off completely. Even in winter, ventilation is important for air quality. Run the air conditioner at least once a month during winter to prevent the seals and compressor from drying out. Use auto mode during long trips. It reduces the need for manual adjustments and distractions. Air out the cabin before getting in during summer. This helps reduce initial heat load on the system. Have the system inspected annually. A professional checkup can prevent long-term issues. Climate control isn't just an automatic air conditioner. It's a full-fledged comfort management system in your car. It enhances driving pleasure, reduces fatigue, and makes every journey more enjoyable in any weather. By following a few simple rules and tips, you can get the most out of your climate system, whether it's summer or winter, in the city or on the highway. And remember, if your climate system isn't working properly, don't delay a visit to the service center. Your comfort, and in many cases, your safety, depends on it.